Hey Bears fans, let's jump right in because there's so much to talk about with our team climbing to the top of the NFC North. Can you believe where we are at this point in the season? I know it still feels a little surreal, but through 11 weeks, the Chicago Bears are sitting in first place in the division with 7 wins and 3 losses. That alone is something that a lot of us would have dreamed about back in the offseason. The Packers are trailing at 6-4. Detroit is now at 6-4 after their latest loss, and the Vikings are still hanging around. But beating them has become crucial if the Bears want to separate themselves from the rest of the division. Right now, it's shaping up to be a 3-team race, and seeing the Bears at the top feels amazing, even if there's still a long way to go. Imagine telling someone before the season started that we would be leading the NFC North in mid-November. Most fans, after the last few years, would have taken that without hesitation. The progress we're seeing under Ben Johnson in his first year at the helm is genuinely exciting. There's still plenty of football left to play, with tough games ahead, and we'll need the team firing on all cylinders to maintain this pace. This week, the Bears are facing the Steelers at home, and there's still uncertainty around Aaron Rodgers' status. He's going through additional testing on his non-throwing wrist, and reports suggest there might be a slight break. Will he sit out? Or will he be back in action? That remains to be seen. Then there's the big Black Friday matchup against Philadelphia, which could have serious playoff seeding implications. Following that, the schedule throws in the Packers and Browns at home, plus another clash with the Packers, giving the Bears 2 out of 3 games against a key division rival. Splitting those games would be a huge advantage for Chicago, especially as the season progresses. We can't forget San Francisco and Detroit either, with the Lions coming to Soldier Field for a game that could be pivotal late in the season. Detroit's struggles in a cold, windy environment may actually favor the Bears, especially after seeing them underperform recently. There's a sense that if everything falls into place, Chicago could emerge on top of the division by Week 18. It's a long journey, but the potential is there, and that's an exciting feeling for fans who have been waiting for a season like this. In addition to the schedule, the Bears are anticipating the return of several key defensive pieces, which could transform the team in the coming weeks. Jalen Johnson, who had his practice window open last Friday, is expected back soon, possibly missing just one more game before rejoining the rotation. Kyler Gordon, who has missed the required 4 games for short-term injured reserve, is also on the verge of returning, and TJ Edwards, who has been out for the last couple of games, is nearing a comeback as well. These 3 players represent a significant portion of the Bears' defensive strength. Add in Kevin Byard, who's been playing at a very high level, Tremaine Edmonds, Monter Sweat, and C.J. Gardner-Johnson, and you start to see just how much this back 7 can improve if everyone gets healthy. The impact of these returns cannot be overstated, especially with the way Dennis Allen has managed to make the most of the group so far, leading the NFL in takeaways despite injuries. The defensive identity of this team is scrappy, opportunistic, and capable of keeping Chicago competitive in every game. Now, the pass rush remains a concern. The Bears have seen flashes from players like Grady Jarrett and Montez Sweat, and Austin Booker has shown promise, but consistency is lacking. The front 4 is not going to win every one-on-one battle, and opponents are often given plenty of time in the pocket. However, if the back 7 reaches near full strength, this defense could turn into one of the better units in the league, not necessarily top 10, but certainly dangerous and capable of creating turnovers that can swing games. Even with these weaknesses, the Bears have been competitive in most matchups, and the defensive strategy seems to be finding its footing as the season progresses. With the right pieces returning, the Bears have a chance to make the back half of the schedule a real showcase for this defense, particularly if injuries don't derail the momentum. The anticipation around the defensive unit is high, and it's the type of excitement that keeps fans glued to every snap. On the offensive side, left tackle remains a topic of discussion. Theo Benedict has had moments where he's solid, especially in the run game, using his athleticism to create opportunities. There have been plays where he's executed perfectly, driving defenders into the sideline and showing flashes of potential. But when it comes to pass protection, especially against top-tier edge rushers, there are concerns. His arm length and strength can be tested by power players, and there's no denying that there have been instances where he struggled. This isn't entirely surprising given his background as an undrafted free agent from Canada, and the fact that he's not been a total disaster is commendable. He brings value as a versatile player who can step in at multiple positions along the offensive line, but questions remain about whether he's the long-term answer at left tackle. The Bears may need to explore other options in the offseason, but for now, the focus is on maximizing his abilities and supporting him with schemes, tight end help, and strategic adjustments to reduce exposure to elite pass rushers like Myles Garrett, Micah Parsons, and Jalen Phillips. Even with these challenges, the offensive line overall has been improved compared to previous seasons, providing a better foundation for both the run and the pass game. Benedict, along with Darnell Wright and the other linemen, will face big tests ahead, but the coaching staff has shown they could design protections that keep the quarterback safe and give the offense a fighting chance. The overall picture for the Bears is a mix of optimism and caution. The team is performing above expectations, but the path forward includes difficult opponents and potential injury setbacks. The first year of Ben Johnson's tenure has brought energy, discipline, and strategic improvements, and fans are seeing tangible results on both sides of the ball. The combination of emerging talent, key veteran contributions, and a few pieces returning from injury creates a scenario where the Bears could realistically compete for the division and possibly beyond. Each week will test the team's resilience, adaptability, and depth, and as long as the core players stay healthy and perform a high level, Chicago has the potential to make a strong statement in the NFC North. The season is far from over, but the foundation being laid now feels strong, promising, and something that fans can genuinely rally around with excitement and hope. Continuing with the Bears, let's dive deeper into the defense and what we can expect as the season moves forward. The back seven has been the heart and soul of this team's resilience. Kevin Byard has been nothing short of spectacular, playing at a level that demands attention every week. His ability to read the quarterback, cover ground quickly, and make decisive tackles has given the Bears a real edge. With Jalen Johnson potentially returning even at 80 to 85% of his normal form, the secondary's depth and versatility receive a massive boost. Kyler Gordon's return will add another layer of coverage and ball-hawking ability, while TJ Edwards will stabilize the linebacker unit, providing the kind of leadership and playmaking ability that has been missing in recent seasons. Even Tremaine Edmunds, who has consistently been a strong presence, adds to this growing confidence in the defensive core. The interplay between these players has the potential to turn this group into one of the most difficult secondaries for opposing quarterbacks to face, especially in tight, division-defining matchups. That said, the pass rush is still an area that demands attention. While Grady Jarrett has delivered some game-changing plays and Montez Sweat has shown flashes of dominance, consistency remains elusive. Austin Booker's occasional impact is promising but not reliable enough to carry the unit. The challenge here is straightforward. The front four cannot consistently win their one-on-one matchups against elite pass rushers. This makes scheme, positioning, and timing absolutely critical for the defense's success. Fortunately, Dennis Allen has demonstrated a knack for finding creative solutions and maximizing the talent available. The Bears have led the league in takeaways despite these limitations, which speaks volumes about their resilience and preparation. If the back seven reaches near full strength and maintains health, the defense could elevate to a level where it not only keeps games competitive, but actively creates opportunities for the offense to capitalize. This is especially relevant as the team faces critical division games and potential playoff implications down the line. Switching gears to the offensive line, the conversation around left tackle continues to be a major talking point. Theo Benedict has had his ups and downs, performing admirably in the running game, but facing challenges against premier pass rushers. His athleticism allows him to move in space, and there have been moments where he's dominated defenders, showing that he can execute his assignments effectively. However, when matched against players like Myles Garrett, Jalen Phillips, or Micah Parsons, the limitations become apparent. Benedict's arm length and physicality can be exploited by more powerful and technically advanced pass rushers, and this has been evident in several games. Despite these challenges, he remains a versatile and valuable piece of the offensive line, capable of playing multiple positions and providing depth when injuries strike. The Bears' coaching staff has been proactive in adjusting schemes, utilizing tight ends to chip defenders and employing 12 personnel packages to provide additional protection. These adjustments highlight a strategic awareness that allows the team to mitigate some of the exposure and gives the quarterback the best chance to succeed despite the challenges at left tackle. Darnell Wright has also been a stabilizing factor on the line. His performance, particularly when matched against right-side defenders, has provided consistency and allowed the Bears to establish a more balanced offensive attack. While the left side remains a concern, the overall line has improved significantly from previous seasons. Players like Wright and Benedict, combined with the rest of the unit, have allowed for a more effective run game, better pocket protection, and increased flexibility in play calling. This progress cannot be understated because it forms the foundation upon which the Bears' offensive strategy is built. The line will face formidable challenges in the coming weeks, but with thoughtful game planning and strategic adjustments, they can withstand elite defensive pressure and keep the team competitive in every matchup. Looking at the schedule ahead, the Bears have a gauntlet of games that will test the team's depth, resilience, and ability to perform under pressure. The matchups against the Packers and the Lions are particularly crucial. Playing the Packers twice in such a short span can define the NFC North race, and the Lions at Soldier Field present an opportunity to assert dominance within the division. Cold, windy conditions may favor the Bears, especially considering Detroit's struggles in similar environments. The team's ability to rise to these challenges will be telling, particularly as the postseason approaches. Each game will demand focus, discipline, and execution, and the coaching staff's role in preparing the team for these matchups will be critical. Players returning from injury, like Jalen Johnson, Kyler Gordon, and TJ Edwards, could provide the necessary boost to solidify the defense and give the Bears a competitive edge in tight games. Their contributions, combined with the progress of younger players and consistent performance for veterans, set the stage for an exciting stretch run. Special teams, depth, and situational football will also play a pivotal role as the Bears move forward. While the offense and defense draw most of the attention, successful execution in key situations often determines the outcome of tight games. Kickoff coverage, punt returns, field goal reliability, and situational awareness can all influence momentum and swing outcomes in favor of Chicago. The team has shown resilience in these areas, but there is always room for improvement. Ensuring that the depth players are ready to step in without a drop-off in performance will be critical, especially as injuries inevitably occur over the final stretch of the season. The combination of strategic planning, player development, and situational execution will define whether the Bears can sustain their position atop the NFC North and build momentum for the playoffs. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Chicago Bears. And don't be shy. Drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. The NFL rumor mill is buzzing with a development that could shake up the league's wide receiver landscape. Word on the street is that Michael Thomas, once the pride of the New Orleans Saints, has reportedly made the surprising move to don a Chicago Bears jersey. If true, this would mark a stunning departure from the team that drafted him and where he became one of the most feared receivers in the league. Sources close to the situation suggest tensions between Thomas and the Saints organization may have reached a tipping point. Some insiders hint at frustration over offensive schemes and quarterback play, while others whisper that contract discussions and long-term team plans may have failed to align with Thomas's ambitions. Whatever the exact reasons, the result appears to be an unexpected career pivot that has fans and analysts alike speculating about what this could mean for both franchises. Chicago fans, in particular, are reportedly abuzz with excitement. Thomas's arrival could instantly reshape the Bears' passing attack, giving them a dynamic weapon capable of stretching defenses and providing a proven target for their quarterbacks. Some observers speculate that this move signals a broader rebuild or offensive shakeup, with a team eager to capitalize on Thomas's prime years. Meanwhile, Saints supporters are left to wonder about the void this departure creates, both on the field and in the locker room. Of course, NFL insiders caution that nothing is ever set in stone until official announcements are made. Contract details, medical checks, and team approvals could all play a role in whether this rumor becomes reality. Yet, the chatter continues to gain momentum, with betting lines, fantasy projections, and media outlets already pondering the potential ripple effects across the league. While neither team has confirmed the move, the mere possibility of Michael Thomas swapping the Big Easy for the Windy City has created a firestorm of speculation. Fans are debating whether this is the start of a new era for the Bears, or if the Saints can regroup and find a way to fill the suddenly glaring gap. One thing is clear. The NFL landscape might be shifting, and everyone wants to know what happens next for one of the game's premier receivers. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Chicago Bears, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.